And we're back, just like that. We are back.
And you just saw Black Friday there, 1991.
All the way back in 91.
These are Cuba dancers.
Yeah, those are some definitely some great moves, and we hope to one day get back to it. But nonetheless, we'll be getting back to working out, staying healthy, and of course keeping fit. Now to tell us all about it, the lady of the hour is in the house. Cricel Castillo is with us this morning. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Good morning. Morning, Belize.
We're loving the shade. You're green, green, green.
Thank you. The olive, the army colors, right?
There you go. There we go. It simply means that you mean business today.
Yeah, Hukam colors. Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to talk about. So we are moving into the summer, and I know that you've had a very active program going for people to be able to get into a weight loss program, your own boot camp.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't really want to call it weight loss because that's not entirely what it's based around. I honestly feel like I cater to everybody. I cater to those who, and I like to call it fat loss, not weight loss, because not everybody wants to lose weight. But everybody, skinny people got fat. Skinny people got fat, big people got fat, everybody got a certain level of fat. And in order for us to expose more of our muscles, the idea is to shed the fat. So whether it's you want to build muscle, whether it's you want to lose weight, you know, whether you want to be more athletically inclined, maybe you're getting ready for a competition. I deal with athletes, performance-based athletes, aesthetic, regular people who never yet training in their whole life. Like a little bit of everyone, and I think that's what makes Rise Above and my online program so unique. Is that, yes, I mean, it's known for the shred itself because, I mean, majority of people at Belize overweight and want shred. But like Cricel, it starts off with like, and I have to explain this, you know, it started off like with the first 28 days. But the idea is not for you just to train for 28 days. It's to get you into the door, acquainted to fitness. I teach you all the modifications. I do an entire overview of like a health and nutrition. They're like the school of fitness. And so like I take people back and explain all of that. And after the first 28 days, when you start seeing results, it's like, I'm not done. I want more. I want to look better now. So I mean, it gets them hooked. And I mean, my retention rate, like I've had clients for anywhere from like 5 to 7 years since the start of like my online flow. So it's been amazing. And I mean, for those that are in Belize City itself, what are like, you know, Cricel, I really love the online options, but I feel like I need accountability and motivation in person. So then that's where I have, and this is funny, it's called Fit Church. And it's my, they're my classes held in Belize City actually. And I mean, the reason the name had come about is because years ago, like when I was in bodybuilding, and I'm not in bodybuilding anymore, but years ago, I remember going to the gym on a Sunday, and this guy opens the door and he's like, "Welcome to church." And I was like, I love that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a program and call it Fit Church. That way we go and like, we give that time to our bodies, and you go, you go in, kick some butt, come out.
So tell me about it though, because it's always one of those things when people want to join they call it all kinds of things. Let's say a boot camp or a specific program, and they have really high expectations, or they're really out of shape, that it's like starting from zero.
No. I personally, and this is very ironic, but I prefer dealing with people who have never trained a day in their lives. It's so much easier to coach them in the way, ooh, that's Manny. This is Manuel Castillo from Digital, everybody. He's married. I'm sorry, ladies. This is Marielle Zabani. So he's laughing at me.
Oh my gosh.
So pretty much like the idea is to get people into the door, and once they've never trained a day in their lives, it's easier for me to not be able to knock them out of a bad habit. Whereas, let's go say you've been to train like 5 years, but maybe your pull-up form is bad, maybe your push-up form is bad. It's easier to acquaint you from scratch and to rise above into my form and technique. And you know, a lot of people, and multiple times, and this is anyone, they're like, Cricel, why, you know, I've been doing this program with said coach, I've been training with so-and-so, why haven't I been able to see results? Like I feel like I plateau. And a lot of people plateau because it's very simple. They don't pay attention to things that are super important, like form and technique, your tempo, the structure and the anatomy of the human body, how it works, what deactivates, what activates. So yeah, incredible stories, and I work with worldwide. Like this is not just something for Belizeans. Majority are Belizeans, and obviously I cater to my Belizeans.
Of course.
But I work with people worldwide.
I love that.
There's a photo of a girl who is slim, and her follow-up photo is like full.
Oh yeah,
six-pack.
see, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
so everyone has a different goal. I mean, you specifically, John, maybe you say, Cricel, I want to look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right then, come back with, we'll work on your individual goal, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe Marlene is like, Cricel, listen, I had to get ready for my wedding.
Yeah.
I get married and I want to put in on my dress. And I'm like, all right, Marlene, well, let's get you ready for this wedding dress.
Yeah.
Or postpartum. Yeah,
Look at those.
postpartum. It
Uh-huh.
could be like mommies that, you know, they've been cleared by their doctors. And I have to say, you know, you need a clearance because a lot of people like coming to me like if I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God my boyfriend is. So every minute I'm like, babe, what's, you know. So, I mean, you need a doctor's clearance if you want to participate, if you have any injuries. You know, if you're like, Cricel, I just had a baby.
If you have a heart condition.
Yeah, anything. You got to get your doctor's clearance first. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a coach. I'm not a miracle worker. I mean, I've had incredible transformation stories, but it requires hard work.
So, okay,
It's not a magic pill.
I look at these photos and they're amazing.
Thank
But
you.
how much
This
of
is
it?
Alexia.
How
this
much
is
of-
Jess,
Yes.
our
Look
Yeah.
at her.
Yeah,
But let me
they're
ask you a
incredible.
question. How much of it? Because people watch it and they'll think you have the miracle pill. But
Yeah.
how much of it takes their dedication and commitment?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I am simply providing them the platform of which they can be successful.
Yeah.
I provide them with the workouts. I blog every single day. Every single morning I check in with all of them.
Yeah.
I make sure I send my voice notes. I make sure I keep them accountable. They log in via my app because I have an app. So you log in any single time of the day. Today you could log in midnight. Tomorrow you could log in 2 a.m. Maybe the next day you want to train like 12 o'clock. It's up to you, right? But they're the ones putting in the hard work.
Yeah.
They're the ones following my meal plan. I don't train and eat for myself. I can't
Yeah.
eat and train for everybody. And
That's
if I
true.
could, then everybody must have me a buff and strong.
You
right?
said something
Yeah.
important, meals.
So-
How important are meals and what do
so
you do?
freaking important. Like honestly, your nutrition, I would say, is like 60% of the entire like program. Because if you work your butt off and you'd execute all of the workouts, but you'd eat fried jackie in the morning, tacos on the street side, Paul's meat pie, like, you know, you're pretty much just like, what's the point of putting in all of that work if you're not going to just structure your day as such? But I will say this, I'm realistic. Everybody like I call it refeed meals. Some people call it cheat meals. The difference between a refeed and a cheat is that your refeed will fuel you for the remainder of the week. It will provide you with the calories and the carbohydrates and spike your glycose, which you'll need for later in the week and help you recover. Whereas on cheat meal, like, I go in on Thursdays and have a bottle of wine and whiskey and I eat freaking like pasta and chicken and like, and they turn it into an entire cheat day. But what I have my soldiers do, and I love it because for me, I like to call them baby runs where yeah, so you follow my meal plan. And my meal plan, honestly, it's not like I'm removing everything. You literally get a balanced diet. People think that I just starve my clients. It's opposite. They're eating like anywhere from 4 to 5 times a day.
Yes, I've
They're
seen
eating
that.
a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've seen
so
that.
yeah, it's not a cookie cutter diet. No. There's no liquid. It's not just liquids. It's not that you're starving. You are eating
You're
because we are
eating.
spiking
It's
your
not rabbit
metabolism.
food.
Yeah.
But it is healthy, nutritious food.
Yeah.
Fibrous carbs, starchy carbs, your proteins, your healthy fats. And then it's like, okay, guys, you know, and I ask my clients this question, do you think that you deserve a cheat or refeed come, let's say Friday, Saturday? And I always advise if you're going to have your cheat or refeed and I create a calendar, it's like, you know, let's say Friday or Saturday, and I always make sure you refeed on an active day. Because if it's your rest day, you don't necessarily need that refeed on a rest day.
You're right.
So like, yeah, it's better to have like a refeed or a cheat on an active day. And it's like, you know, you've worked so hard Monday through Thursday, and maybe Friday or Saturday, like,
not you.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
I put in the work, I deserve this. And then I always have them structure. Maybe next week you decide you want pizza. Maybe the following week you decide you want pasta. Maybe the following week you go for an anniversary with your husband or your wife and you want wine and dine each other, and that's your cheat. Maybe. So you have that dialogue with yourself where it's like, did I deserve this or did I do really bad during the week?
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like you versus you.
Yeah.
You ask yourself that question, you have that dialogue with yourself so that you can figure out, okay, do I deserve this or not?
She's right.
Well, you know, and
Yeah.
that's the key thing, though, because I think very often people think if you're going to be healthy, you have to be healthy
All the time. Oh, no. Everything
and
in balance.
That's the
Balance.
mental
Everything
shift
in
that
balance.
makes it so
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All things in balance. Even for me, like, I think for me being an athlete, it's been the biggest struggle because, well, you guys know that I was, you know, I'm the only pro bodybuilder in Belize to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I think, to be honest, and a lot of people ask me this question, like, Cricel, why did you switch from bodybuilding specifically? And it was exactly that, Marlene. Like, I didn't have any balance. It was like I couldn't have a gummy if I wanted a gummy. I couldn't, like I had no relationship with food.
As a bodybuilder?
Yeah, as a bodybuilder, I had no relationship with food. It was like I was always getting ready for a competition. It's always aesthetic based, and it was to represent Belize. I mean, I've come in top 5 at Worlds, won the LA Pro in the Pro division. I've done great for Belize, but at what cost? I completely lost myself, and I realized that when creating a program, I didn't want to have my clients have such a bad relationship with food the way I did. And so I wanted to restructure things, and now I'm a performance-based athlete. So now it's like everything in balance, just like my clients.
So you're more. So
Wait, let me just say something. I think that's one of the things that people very often maybe don't know about you is you were a dancer first, and you were extremely thin.
Oh yeah, I'm a MAGA.
And you transformed yourself into someone who's so fit.
Yeah.
Now, we always get into it. People say, well, I don't want to look too muscle up.
Yeah.
And you know what's
especially
funny?
women.
Look how buff I look on TV, and Marlene tell them I'm not this big in person. Yeah.
No.
I don't know where to go on a camera.
I wanted to stand next to her so you could see.
Yeah, no,
Because
I'm not this
honestly,
big. Yeah,
you
I
know.
look bigger in pictures and TV, and I don't do it purposefully, but I'm actually
that's who
small.
you are,
Yeah, I'm small. So I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's a great question. A lot of people are like, Cricel, I like see you butt, and not leave it too much, and I
too
just
much
want
muscle
like
and
maybe
stuff
like
like
10% of that. And I mean, I have to explain like, Marlene, I took 10+ years to even look like this.
Yeah.
Like every single day, eating properly, training properly. Like it took me a long time.
Yeah.
And if people's perception on the way you build muscle was exactly as they think, I would be huge right now. And
That's
I'm
true.
not.
That's
Yeah.
If it were the way they thought, right?
And it's also, these are the goals that you have set out for yourself.
Exactly.
You're doing weightlifting, so that's important to you. But when you train people, it's not that they
Totally
are going
different.
to have the same type of definition that you have.
Oh no, and even like, and I love to explain this to my clients. It's like, Cricel, I see how you train, and you scare me.
Yeah.
I afraid make you train me like that. And I'm like, no. I'm like, all things in time. I mean, to be honest, and today, they set me up today, Belize.
Oh my God.
They were supposed to train, and they changed their mind.
Oh
So
my God. You're still.
Yes, I was scared. You see your muscles? I kind of
scared. Yeah, I know. But I mean, even in my programming, and I'll eventually get to the demos where, I have levels for absolutely everyone. So when you log into the app, you're going to see a video of me per movement.
Okay.
And I break down every single movement.
Yeah.
I'll break down the push-up, the squat. I'll say, okay, guys, this is your most beginner level. Here is what you can do.
Yeah.
Here's your intermediate. Here's your advanced. Here's your athletic level.
Okay.
Where it's like you are psycho advanced.
Yeah.
So I break things down, and then it's you versus you. Maybe this week you start off with beginner, and maybe next week you're like, I could try this intermediate, man.
Yeah.
It's literally you versus you. And I tell you what trinkets you can use nearby, because most of it is done at home.
Yeah.
I tell you, and I'm honest as well, because people who want to build muscle, it's like, well, if you want to build muscle, then you're going to have to get a gym membership at some point, because you're really limited at home with water bottles and bands at that point.
Yeah.
So, I'm very realistic with people having dialogues with me based on their personal goals and preferences. So, I guess people are scared because of what they see. And I think that's kind of why I took a step back from my social media, in the sense of like, I don't really post my weightlifting much. I feel like it became so intimidating that I didn't want people to think that that's how I train my clients, because it's not. And so and a good thing to talk about now. I'm not a bodybuilder anymore, but it started when I switched over to CrossFit. I've been the only athlete to represent Belize at the CrossFit Games, and that was in 2019, before the pandemic.
Okay.
So that was in 2019, and it was through CrossFit that I fell absolutely in love with Olympic weightlifting. And Olympic weightlifting, so everyone knows, is the snatch and the clean and jerk. Because like when people hear weightlifting, it's like how much you bench. That's powerlifting. Powerlifting is the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Olympic weightlifting is the snatch and the clean and jerk. We haven't had a competitor, just so you all know, since 1968, never a female. I will be the first female Olympian to represent Belize at the Olympics for said sport.
So you're going to the Olympics?
Well, yeah, I qualified, and then the pandemic happened, and I had to get a surgery. So it's kind of, I'm starting over.
Yeah.
And now I think the saddest part about it is
You don't know.
I look young but old.
know.
I'm old in terms of like the age, because a certain age bracket is considered like an elite athlete, whereas masters is said age to said age, and depending on when they launch the next 4-year Olympics, because this last one didn't even happen yet. So it's like, well, is this next one is it going to be 2024, 2025? And that 1 year makes a difference whether or not I'll be masters or elite. And I wanted to be elite so that I could get a legal and run for them money. Yeah, man. So I mean, that's kind of like what's happening with me right now, personally. So
all right, but we got to get into our demos, and we definitely got to keep us on track with that one. So the idea today is teaching people workouts that they can do at home. Workouts at work. And that's getting the right form, and I know you're big on talking about modification as well, right? Yes. So talk us through. I think you had 4 exercises you said?
So today, I mean, like I said, I was hoping to more coach them. So I'll kind of run you guys through little movements right now. This particular style of workout, and you guys can YouTube any song you want on YouTube, or if you have Apple Music, Spotify, it's called Tabata, or Tabata, however the syllable you want to pronounce it. so Tabata, and it's a style. It's like a 4-minute workout. See, as you can tell, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, you guys. You must have 4 minutes at home, right?
Yeah.
4 minutes, in the morning or evening or lunchtime, whatever. And the cycle of the Tabata is it's 20 seconds worth of work and 10 seconds worth of rest. For 8 rounds. Now you get to plug in whatever little workouts you want. For today specifically, I decided that I wanted to demo the push-up, because that's something that everybody likes to do. The air squat, which is something, again, everyone likes to do. The burpee to get your heart rate nice and going, and the plank for the core.
Okay.
So, so do I just get up?
Yeah, we can check that out. We can check that out. Do 1 or 2 just to show this is the formation, and then we move on to the next one.
So, okay, guys, I'll get you guys going with the push-up specifically, because so the one misconception with the push-up is they have the female push-up and the male push-up. We're not sexist, we just call it level 1, level 2. And you don't have to play the music yet, because I have to demo first. So level 1 push-up, right? And I like to explain this. Well, Cricel, how do I get to level 2, or how do I know when I'm ready? It's very simple. So a lot of people, when they're doing the push-up, like level 1, females, males, whatever, I notice that when they go up on their knees, they do this thing, where like they arch their back. This is not arch your back. We're actually doing quite the opposite, right? So when you get into your push-up, if you are doing level 1, what you want to do is the opposite. So instead of arching, which is as such, you want to hollow out your back and push your body weight forward onto your wrist, keeping your core nice and engaged, as if Manny Pacquiao were taking a jab at you.
Oh, gosh.
And you go all the way down. The idea and the goal is to eventually get your chest to touch the ground. And then you're pushing off as you're taking your deep breath. So it's an inhale. Exhale. Now you know when you're ready to move on to the next level, because obviously not everyone's chest will touch the ground, and that's okay. If you go as low as here, that's fine. To get to your higher level now is very, very simple. And the same thing. I mean, eventually the goal is to get your chest to touch the ground, but I notice that especially in males, and I look at you because you're a male, a lot of males like to do their push-up and they never let their chest touch the ground, and they'll just pump, right? Like this is like the push-up that you'll see guys doing, where they go like this, right? No, you want to touch the ground, hold it there with your core engaged, push off. Touch, hold, push off. And I love static holds, which is where I was explaining like tempo and technique really comes into play, because it's one thing to just be pumping, but if you can hold that while you're engaged, then press off, you're really developing every single muscle throughout the entire body.
Wow.
So I mean, for you females, it's very simple. I mean, you go on your knees, you try to get yourself to go down. I mean, you could even work eccentric work, which is you start on your chest and you eventually just try to get yourself to just push off.
Just raise off,
So yeah, just play with it, play with the movement, see what works for you. All things in time. So that would be your push-up. Now, when it comes to your air squat, the squat is a compound movement. So eventually, you know, people want to take this into like a goblet squat, which is where you have a weight, or you know, barbell squats or whatnot. We start with the most basic, which is your air squat. Now, this is what I've learned throughout the years of being a bodybuilder / Olympic weightlifter. There are 2 different types of squats. There is the arch your back. Everybody love this arch your back. The arch your back with the push-ups and the squat.
But you can actually
arch them back, and like this is how females tend to squat. This is a horrendous squat.
But it's bad for your back.
Please never do that. No. You never want to arch your back in workout. You actually want to do the exact opposite. So think of your body like, so this is hollow body and this is arch body, right? So you want to create that hollow body where you're braced, you're engaged, your breath is nice. Your breath is working for you throughout your brace.
Yeah.
So in your air squat, and not everyone will be able to go as low, and that's fine. You could find yourself a little ottoman, and I'll kind of just walk over here so that you guys can see.
Let's check that out.
So this will be like my little staircase to like, you know, eventually over time, people are like, okay, I would love to squat this low where my butt could touch it.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is able to go this
All the
low
way
yet,
down.
and that's fine. It gives you like, you know, it gives you that like, what's the word? Like, it gives you something to like eventually, it's like a goal, yeah. It's like a goal to like climb up to, right? Now, if you notice when I'm going down, I'm very, very much engaged. So I like to do this because it's my internal and external torque.
Okay.
My glutes are engaged, they're turned on, they're not turned off, and I'll show you something called the butt wink.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know about the butt wink, and when they go down into a squat, their glutes deactivate.
Okay.
And that's what you don't want. This is called the butt wink, where like the butt tucks in and like, if you notice, everything is gone.
Yeah.
Everything is shut off at that point.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're nice and engaged and you're going down into your squat, you're braced, you have your internal and external torque, your glutes are nice and activated, you're going down. Everything is working for me from every single part of this squat.
Okay.
And these are different things that you want to think about and consider as you're training.
Yeah.
It's not just going through the movements. Like, I'll show you a few bad ones. Like, what is that? What really is that?
That looks like a
Right? So yeah, you wanna have that mind and body connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to build that relationship where you're like, you know, you're talking to yourself in your head. It's like, okay, internal, external torque. Okay, I can't go down all the way, but you know what? I'm engaged. If I go down any lower than this, maybe I disengage.
Yeah.
So maybe right now this is as low as I can go,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just covering your squat.
Okay.
Now we have everyone's favorite movement,
Burpees.
the burpee.
Oh, God.
The burpee.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I break this down into so many levels because not everyone can handle all of them, and that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have your most basic burpee, right? Your most basic burpee, and your setup is very similar to the plank and the push-up. You want to hollow your body, and if you notice, I'm taking my toes and I'm pushing my weight forward onto my wrists.
Okay.
Okay, so your level one is literally just jumping in and out from here. Whereas if I didn't do exactly that and I didn't set up properly, it would literally just look like this.
Yeah.
But what is that? You're not engaged, your core isn't working for you, you're not braced, you're just literally going through the movement.
Yeah.
So you're then turning something into just cardio, which is why form is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your level one. Your level two, we'll take it up a little notch and you're jumping in, standing up. Back out, in, standing up. So that's your level two.
Okay.
Your
That's
level three.
interesting. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
So
don't
1, 2.
actually encourage that people do the full cycle of the burpee. You kind of gradually
to
get
levels
there.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's in your
Because
levels.
not everyone can handle a full burpee, which I'll eventually show you the most advanced one.
Yeah.
But not everyone can handle that yet, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. All things
Yeah.
in time, right?
You're carrying yourself through levels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
perfect.
your two. And then your three, we introduce the jump. And then back out. So this is your level three.
Okay.
Your most advanced level would probably be like the one with the sprawler push-up, which is
Yeah.
So you may have we did that today.
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm level.
But you all could have done.
Hi,
you
nice
may have
to
did the
meet
advanced
you.
one though.
I'm level 1.
He would have done the advanced one. So I mean, you gotta have this dialogue with yourself where it's like, okay, maybe I'm only ready for level 1, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next week I'll try the level 2 with the stand up,
Yeah.
jump back out, and then, you know, maybe in 2 months I'm ready for level 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once you go up the levels, you can't come back down.
Yeah.
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 You can't.
You get
Why-
used to
why
it.
would you?
You wanna do more, you know?
Yeah.
So last one
And-
as we run out of time is plank.
Is the plan.
And John, we can still do planks in our clothes.
Oh, well, you know what? Let's see the strategy first.
Okay, so in the plank, we have your forearm plank and we have your palm plank, right? It all depends on whatever works for the person.
Okay.
Or maybe what I've programmed. Maybe I'll specifically say, we're doing forearm plank, palm plank, right? So forearm plank, same setup as your burpee.
Okay.
Same setup as your push-up.
Okay.
You hollow your back, and you take your toes and push yourself forward.
Okay.
A lot of people will do a plank, and if you notice my shoulders, I don't know if they can get a good view,
Yeah.
but like,
They dip.
Shoulders.
look
Yeah.
how it's like retracted this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So that's not what you want.
Yeah.
You want to push into the ground as if you're like trying to
Push yourself
like,
away
yeah,
from
like
it.
if you're trying to break the ground with your fingers
Okay.
Yeah.
while you're engaging your core.
So that's the plank.
Yes. And you want to hollow and you want to hold this. This is going to start, you're going to start shaking so
Yeah.
bad because you're really engaged in your core, and that's a plank.
Yeah.
And how long
It's
do you
not
hold
just
it for?
holding yourself like a table.
And how long do you hold it for? The plank.
Depending, it's maybe what I've programmed, maybe you're doing it for time.
Uh-huh.
You know, in this specific workout, it would have been 20 minutes. I mean, 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yeah. She's like, 20 minutes.
See? You see? You're telling us the truth now.
20 seconds.
All right.
And then we have your forearm plank, which is the same concept, but you're just on your forearms.
Okay.
And you
okay.
do the same thing. You want to push your toes forward, hollow out your back, and you
squeeze
really
your
want
core.
to engage.
Okay.
And
So
that's
it's-
the key thing. You're working on the
Yeah,
muscles.
you're
there.
working on that like arch and hollow body.
Yeah.
And just to explain like the arch and hollow body really quick. So like, and I forgot I have this microphone on my back.
That's
Ouch.
all right.
So this is like your arch body, right? We rarely want to have this position in anything we're doing because I'm broken. Nothing's working for me.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if you go into your hollow body, like look at this. Look at everything trembling and working
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah.
So that's what you want to maintain in most of the movements that we're doing.
Cool.
And that helps you with your brace.
All right. 4 exercises.
I'm tired.
can do a
I'm tired.
So yes, I mean, you guys can give that a try today. I mean, it's literally just one out of millions of workouts you
All
could
right.
do.
And as you said, just do it in a cycle. You do
Just,
it
20
around-
seconds worth of work, 10 seconds worth of rest. You stick to the clock, pick your level, and kick
And
some
you move
butt.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was
Cricel.
level 1 of this workout conversation because we didn't get to our demo, but we do appreciate it. Thank you for
Absolutely.
coming in. And for people who want to join the Rise Above program,
Yes, please go ahead and give me a call. Well, not call. WhatsApp message me right away. And if you guys want to put my number, it's +501 615 1234. That's
There it is.
615 1234.
Easy.
I have a program launching tonight, and I will be taking entries through Sunday. It's a 4-week program, and it's right now discounted at $100 Belize dollars. Comes with your meal plan, workouts, access to me 24/7, forums, just a bunch of content for
Excellent.
$100 Belize dollars.
Yeah.
Can't miss that.
And
There
guys,
you
it's a
go.
message only here. I just to make mention. 615 1234.
Yeah.
all right. Well, we got to
Thank
go.
you guys so much for having
you.
me.
Thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
You all
Really,
take
really.
care.
All right. We'll take a break and we'll be back in a few.